Never did I ever think in my wildest dreams I will say this, but I can't believe I'm saying this because I cannot believe the words are about to leave my mouth is that Lewis Hamilton is leaving Mercedes for Ferrari. What? Dude, this is just like when Junior left DEI for Hendrick Motorsports. Like, no, this is actually happening. Even though there were rumors that were swirling around like, oh, there's a rumor that he may go to Ferrari. I never thought it would actually happen. I always thought that he would retire at Mercedes. Wow, Toto, you messed up because now you lost your marquee driver, your best driver, everything like that. You lost it all. You're done. You're cooked. You might as well just quit. Just leave, all right? Because y'all are done. Apparently earlier this morning, multiple sources, I think Sky Sports was the first report to say that Lewis Hamilton is set to join Ferrari for the 2025 season. Apparently there's going to be an announcement at 7 o'clock British time, GMT. That's about, I think, 2 or 3 o'clock Eastern time in America. To make an announcement about this. According to motorsport.com, Hamilton informed Toto Wolff yesterday about his departure for Ferrari. Then there was like a 10 or 15 minute meeting at Mercedes HQ at Brackley to announce Hamilton's departure. And the thing I gotta say, I just want to go to this image right here. When Hamilton's sitting in W15, look at his face. What do you think is going through his head? He probably sat there and think, yo, fam, this is not what I wanted. Y'all did not listen to me. You know what? F y'all, I'm out. I have to understand that the crossroads that Lewis Hamilton is at his career. 39 years old. He hasn't won a race in 2 seasons. The last time he won, I think, was in Saudi Arabia in 2021. I think that was the last time he won. And clearly, if you've watched F1, you know that Mercedes has not been its usual self since 2021. We know that Red Bull has just eviscerated the competition, but it is interesting when you look at Hamilton's career that, you know, he doesn't have that many years left, I don't think, and he doesn't have that many chances at a championship yet. So going to Ferrari, which was the only team outside of Red Bull to win a race in 2023 with Carlos Sainz in Singapore, I guess Hamilton probably looked at that as, you know, at the very least, he can get to a team that is close enough within reach of Red Bull. I do think Hamilton still has the drive, still has the skill to win races, and he can do so in a Ferrari. But he has to understand, he's going to be in Ferrari now. So instead of getting screwed over by Mercedes with the car, he will now get screwed over by Ferrari with pit strategy. So that should be fun to watch. I also have to wonder, this is just conspiracy me going, but you reckon Liberty Media probably kind of told sources about this stuff, or Formula One kind of told people about this? Because we know F1 was getting their asses handed to last night for them being a bunch of elitist douchebags for not allowing Andretti to enter Formula One. And now about 24 hours later, I don't hear anyone talking about Andretti anymore. Everyone in the world is talking about Hamilton joining Ferrari. Now, who is he replacing? Of course, it's Carlos Sainz. Leclerc already signed an extension a little bit while back with Ferrari. Sainz's contract is ending this year or this season. So he will be replacing Carlos Sainz. Now, of course, the domino effect. With Hamilton apparently replacing Sainz, where does Sainz go? Does Sainz go to Mercedes? Does he maybe have heard him possibly going to Audi or another team? Also, who replaces Hamilton? You know, could it be maybe a swap? Maybe Sainz goes to Mercedes. Or maybe I've heard even leaks about potentially maybe Alex Albon going to Mercedes. Or maybe even Kimi Antonelli, who is competing in F2 this year. And he is part of Mercedes AMG as part of their junior team, depending how he does in F2. Maybe you give that 18-year-old already a jump to F1 next year. I don't know. There's a lot of changes. Everything's very fluid at the moment, but I just can't believe it. I never thought in my wildest dreams I would ever say that Lewis Hamilton will be bearing the yellow horse in 2025. Here's the thing now. It's 2024. This is last season with Mercedes. How do you reckon Mercedes is going to handle it with Hamilton leaving? Again, the fact that I just find it funny, if you look at this picture, the fact that he announced this before they even tested the car, before even preseason testing, he was like, nah, you know what? I don't believe y'all. I think y'all are cooked. Y'all are done for. I am out of here. Man, Fred has been making some major changes with Ferrari. To get Lewis Hamilton is absolutely nuts. I feel bad for Carlos Sainz. I feel bad for him, man. I mean, he gets his shot at Ferrari and 2 seasons in, he's out. And he hasn't been doing bad. It's just... when you go up against Lewis, it's like, yeah, you might as well just leave. I mean, you don't even bother trying to put up a fight. You might as well just leave. But I cannot believe this. I mean, again, rumors is rumors, but I just never... Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton have had so much success. It's like you cannot talk about one without the other. They're interlinked forever in F1 history that... It's just like, you can't imagine them to being separated. Again, rumors is always saying, but no, yeah, rumors that Hamilton will retire with Ferrari, this and that. And yes, again, Hamilton said that, he's a fan of Ferrari and this and that. But I just never thought that this would actually be happening, even though it hasn't been confirmed. I mean, Sky Sports is reporting on it. NBC's reporting on it. Almost every single major publisher, whatever, is reporting on Hamilton going to Ferrari. So unless we've all been duped in the greatest April Fool's joke in February in F1 history, we will be seeing Hamilton wearing red for 2025. I cannot believe that. That's freaking nuts. But what do you think on Hamilton making the move to Ferrari? I don't know what to say. I don't know how it's going to go, because it's way too early to say, but do you think he's going to win a championship with Ferrari? I think he can win races with Ferrari as long as he doesn't get screwed over by them with their pit strategy. But, I mean, do you think he can have a shot at winning the championship? That is going to be very tough, because when you look at Hamilton and Leclerc together now as teammates, it's going to be a very interesting pairing, because, I mean, if Hamilton's on your team, you make him the number one guy, but yet Ferrari's number one guy is Leclerc. So you got 2 number one drivers. It's not like before where it was clear that, Leclerc was, I want to say favored more, but Leclerc was the more talented one than Sainz. Or at the very least, Ferrari is more focused on Leclerc than Sainz. But now you got Hamilton and Charles together. How is that dynamic, that relationship going to work when you're talking about team orders, strategy, things like that? That is going to be one to watch. I think this also kind of maybe confirms as to how long we expect Hamilton to drive. There were reports that he may take a sabbatical at the end of this year. I heard that rumors were swirling around. But if he is going to join Ferrari next year, I highly doubt it's a one and done. It could be maybe 2-3 years. I could see Hamilton maybe going to 41 or 42, 43 years old, competing in Formula One. With the new engine regulations coming out in 2026, things will be interesting from 2025 onwards as to not only how good Hamilton will be, but how good he will be compared to Red Bull and Max Verstappen. So, well, what are your thoughts on this one? I still cannot believe it, but yeah. Hamilton to Ferrari. Who'd have thunk it?